Okay, then the next thing I like to go over with the young pitcher is the idea of weight transfer, or moving from our back foot to our front foot, getting over, what I like to call getting over and around the front leg. Because in your pitching delivery, most of your pitching motion, you're spending it on one foot, or most of your pitching motion is spent on one foot. I like to explain that to guys, and then it kind of gets them thinking a little bit differently about it. But we're getting loaded up over our back leg, and then we're finishing over our front leg. So that's why balance is so key, and there are definitely some things you can do to work on balance, but also how you transfer, how you transition from and move. Basically, keep it simple again. When dealing with young pitchers, you say how you move from your back foot to your front foot is going to be important in terms of how much power you can create, how hard you're going to throw, and how good your control and command is going to be. So what I like to do to work on this, to give guys just an easy drill to work on this, that weight transfer, getting over and around the front leg. I call them power catapults. You probably have seen some kind of version of this, or a rocker drill. But what I like to do is just spread them out, get their feet lined up. And here's where stride direction comes in a little bit. You don't even really need to go over it. Just say, try to line up your feet directly to your target. So you could draw a line from your back toe right through your front toe to your target. Okay, so everything's lined up and you have good direction. We're going to start off with our hands together, kind of lean forward a little bit, then lean back. As we do that, that's where we're going to break our hands. And then turn and throw. Forward, back, throw. So really what we're working on right here is that a couple of things, right? So without even needing to emphasize it, we're working on that trunk tilt, getting over this front leg. Right there. Plus throwing with our feet lined up well to our target, so good direction. And for young pitchers, this is probably the easier way to work on this, keeping that back foot down. What I ultimately like to do with guys, and sometimes you have to kind of see how guys react to doing it this way. Very young pitchers might struggle with just the timing of this. Most pitchers I've worked with 11 and up have no problem with this at all. Even like the 8, 9-year-olds I've worked with usually can get this down. Rock forward, rock back, get over and around that front leg. Rock forward, rock back, and throw. Now that's kind of if I'm going to talk to a pitcher about anything, that's kind of it. Is just keep it very simple. Rock forward, rock back, and throw. Rock forward, rock back, and throw. If they're not getting over that front leg well, and you see them spinning out, then I'll emphasize, hey, try to get over that front leg a little better. When you finish, you should be able to look right down to see a straight line from your hip to your foot right here. You don't want to be spinning out like that. The other thing you'll see with very young pitchers a lot of times, or guys who are just new to this, is sometimes they'll kind of bring that back leg up as they're throwing, just because they can't really get the timing down. That's where I'd start off, say, hey, let's not do this one yet. Just keep that back foot on the ground and throw. And you'll notice as I finish, I'm getting my back hip through and kind of bringing my pinky toe to the ground. That's something, too, you can also emphasize to a pitcher is, hey, as you throw, try to get your pinky toe to the ground. And just saying that will help them get their hips into it better. You don't even need to really say, get your hips into it, or make it really complicated. Just say, when you finish, get down over your front leg, pinky toe towards the ground.